So let's begin. Men's brains, women's brains. We will start with the man's brains. Now, ladies, men's brains are made up of little boxes. And we have a box for everything. It's what we do. We compartmentalize life. We have a box for the house. We have a box for the job. We have a box for the kids. We have a box for the money. We have a box for you. We have a box for your mother somewhere in the basement. And the rule is very simple, ladies. The boxes do not touch. When a man discusses a particular subject, he goes to the appropriate box, he slides it out, he opens it up, he will freely discuss the contents of that particular box, and when he's finished, he will fold it up and put it away, being ever so careful not to touch nor disturb any of the other boxes, because the boxes do not touch. Then we have the female brain. Now, the female brain is very different. You see, the female brain is made up of a big ball of wire. And it's like the internet, where everything is connected to everything. And the house is connected to the kids, and the kids are connected to the money, and the money is connected to your mother, and she jumps from one thing to the other, la, 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 and she's all over it, because to her, anything is fair game at any given moment. Because somehow it's all connected. And the more obscure the connection, the greater the joy to her soul. So she's jumping from all, la, 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 la. Of course, her poor husband's listening to her going, what box are you in, man? You don't jump from box to box. It's not done, but that's exactly what she does. And she expects you to connect as well. This is why a woman won't just clearly ask for what she wants, lest it accidentally lead to communication. No, we can't have that. That's why she hints, she implies, she suggests, she thinks to herself, surely he's not brain dead. And he can make the connection. But ladies, we do not connect. If you want something, for the love of heaven, just say it. Come on, boys, give me a hoo-ah. Yeah. Here's an example. The man is driving the car down the freeway. The woman says, say, would you like to stop and get some coffee? And he goes, no, I'm fine, thanks. And he keeps driving down the freeway. Well, 10 minutes later, he looks over at her and, wow! What's wrong with you? You wouldn't stop and get some coffee! You didn't say you wanted coffee. You asked me if I wanted coffee. Just going to dinner can be a trial and tribulation. Where would you like to eat? I don't care. All right, well, let's go to that steak place. I hate that place. Well, how about some Mexican food? I don't feel like Mexican. Well, what do you want? I don't care. Apparently you do. Now, all of this connection is driven by energy that we call emotion. It's one of the reasons why women tend to remember everything. Because it's a scientific fact that if you take an event and you connect it to an emotion, it will burn into your memory and you can remember it forever. The same thing happens for men. It just doesn't happen very often because, quite frankly, we don't care. Who cares? If she cares about everything, it tends to remember everything. Now, we men have a box in our brains that most women are completely unaware of. This particular box has nothing in it. We call it the nothing box. And of all the boxes a man has in his brains, ladies, our nothing box is our favorite box. If a man has the opportunity, he'll go to his nothing box every time. This is why a man can do something seemingly completely brain dead for hours on end. You know, like fishing. Wisconsin, ice fishing. The ultimate brain dead activity. Cut a hole, drop a line, and do nothing. So a man can sit in front of a TV set and go, because this drives our wives nuts, you know. Stop that! You can't possibly be watching anything. I'm not. Go away. Now, they actually studied this. University of Pennsylvania did a big study on brain activity. They were the ones that discovered that men, in point of fact, have the ability to think about absolutely nothing and still breathe. According to the studies, women's brains never stop. They bring women into labs, wire them up with all these wires, monitor their brain activity, just sitting there and just and then they brought in the men. In fact, they said up to 70% of a man's brain activity completely shuts down when he's relaxing. You see, when a man is chilling out, he's chilling out. If a woman tells you she's chilling out, she's just cold. And they don't comprehend, and they certainly do not appreciate the nothing box. In fact, nothing is quite as irritating to a woman than to witness a man doing nothing. How can you just sit there? Huh? And then she gets mad at him, stops talking to him. Follow this brilliant plan through. A woman, in an effort to punish a man, stops talking to him. That's like giving a bottle to a wino. I mean, she's over here thinking, I'm teaching him a lesson. And he's over here thinking, thank God she's quiet. Must be doing something good. Till she explodes later. Women don't understand the nothing box. A woman will witness a man in that glorious vegetative state, and she'll come up to him. So, what you thinking about? Nothing. We gotta be thinking about something. There's women who get angry. You know who you are, you sinners. All right. They get angry when they ask their husband, what is he thinking? And he says nothing. And they get mad. Do you know, guys, why they get mad? They are convinced we are withholding from them some deep emotional truth. There's nothing in there. Now, this affects how men and women handle stress, because when a man is stressed, ladies, the last thing in the world he wants to do is talk about it. He does not want to talk about it. He wants to go to his nothing box, clear his head. That's how a man unwinds, to stop thinking about it. That's what we do. We're men. Somos hombres. Stop thinking about it. But when a woman is stressed, she must talk about it, or her brain will... Actually, it was a big heart study that came out of England some years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it is. Notable for the size. A lot of times they'll study 1,200 people to come to conclusions. So they had 10,000 people they were tracking. And they were looking for things that led to strokes and heart attacks. One of the things they wrote in their final report, it caught my attention. They said that they discovered that when a woman is frustrated, if she's not allowed to verbalize her frustration, it will literally physically damage her heart and increase her risk of stroke and heart attack. Isn't that amazing? So when she acts like she's going to die if she doesn't talk, she's going to die if she doesn't talk. problem is when she starts talking, it makes no sense to a man because she's jumping all over the place trying to make these connections. And then men do this horribly, terribly insensitive thing. We offer suggestions. And they don't like it. Now, ladies, the reason we do this is not because we're evil. We're just men. You see, a man only asks another man for advice when he wants advice from that man. It's what we do. We're men. But she's not a man. You try and fix her, she's going to kill you. She doesn't want your advice. She doesn't want your opinion. She doesn't want your insights. She wants you to zip it, Skippy, and just listen. And then finally it all makes sense and all the connections will kick in and she'll go, thank you, and she'll go away. You will now need medication, but she will be gone. Now check it out. Because they love each other, they offer to each other their best solution to stress. A man can tell his wife is stressed. He loves the girl, cares about the girl. So out of the love of his heart, he offers to her his best and finest solution to stress. Well, quit thinking about it. And this is when she wants to stab you, all right? Now, women are just as guilty. A woman can tell that her guy is stressed. She loves the boy. She cares about the boy. So out of the love of her heart, she offers to him her best and finest solution to stress. Talk to me. Why won't you talk to me? Go away.